us for our monthly meeting. This is our January monthly meeting. Today we'll be going through the following agenda. To start off, I will be going through our year in review. This will be essentially everything that happened in the last year. We'll go through some of the things that were some highlights in the 2025 year. I will go through some of our new business. This is things that will be happening over the January and into February months. I'll go into our official schedule if you want to take a picture of it at that time. I'll go into our budget, show how the money was spent within the last couple of months. I will go through some reminders, and I will do a closing where we pass around our donation bucket. To begin, I'll go ahead and do our year in review. I like doing this in our January so I can actually talk about how the last year went. So to begin, this is 2024's numbers, but just so you guys get a base to go off of. 2024, we had our monthly meeting location changing 0 times. That was where we said we got this location for the first year, but we didn't have to keep moving to a different location every single month. Our Facebook group went from 325 to 416 members. That was a 21% increase. We had 4 brand new events that were just introduced in that year, for a grand total of 38 events that happened in 2024. So moving on to 2025. We had our largest monthly meeting turnout. That was 18 cars filling up an entire freaking row over there. That was a total of 28 members. That was our April meeting. We did get published in our Miata Motoring magazine, which was a huge upgrade for us. On our Facebook, we went from 416 members to 519, which was a 24% increase over this last year. We had a double amount of brand new events for a total of 8 brand new events for the Scenic City Miata's event catalog, for a grand total of 45 events over the year of 2025. I think we deserve a round of applause for how many that was that year. That was by far the craziest year we've done, and I'm hoping to top that yet again this year. On to some of our new business before we go ahead and talk about the event for the upcoming month of January. So to start off, to introduce 2026, I will be going through some of the events that will be reoccurring. As for very similar to last year, we will be having our monthly meetings. They will continue to be on the second Tuesday of the month at this location. We'll always have our parking lot chit chat at 6 o'clock and dinner at 7. So as long as you come between those 2 times, you will be welcome at our events. We will try to have a monthly social hour. During the warm months, that will be an outdoor event, where we normally have it as an ice cream event. On our colder events, we're going to have it more so in an indoor location. Previously, it's been an odd story, but we'll talk about it if we want to continue that location. We will continue to do our car shows. We like doing Cars of Coffee. They will be starting up in February. I will go ahead and talk about that here shortly. We will continue our monthly emails for those who are not able to attend this or who would like this information condensed down. We do have an email. I will be talking about how to get on that email chain at the end of the event or at the end of the meeting. But we will be continuing to do that. That will be sent out the day after our monthly meetings. So on to our first event. Chips, Cars, and Coffee has published their yearly event schedule. It looks like our first event is going to be February 8th. That will be a chilly one, so I recommend bundling up as much as you can. Or to be quite frank, it might be the hottest day of the entire year. I don't know what this Tennessee weather anymore. So we will be planning for that on February 8th. We will be meeting out there at 8 o'clock in the morning. That is at B&B Discounters. If you aren't familiar, that's on Redmond on Dayton Boulevard. Being one of the first events of the year, it should be a pretty decent turnout. He's really trying to ramp up the amount of people who come to that event every single year. So we should be expecting a pretty decent turnout for this one. He will continue to do his drag strip events. I will pick and choose. I won't be doing every single one of these events. Last year I did 2, but if you guys like it once we get more into the warmer months, I will probably pick 1 or 2 of those events. But those will be Chips, Cars, and Coffee. On to our next event. For those who are not familiar, this is a sim racing cafe. We are lucky enough to have one here locally in Chattanooga. You're right down the street in Hickson, Tennessee. We will be having our roughly monthly event there. This next one we're going to be hosting is going to be on February 16th. That is, or 17th. That will be a Tuesday, and we will be meeting there at 6 o'clock. For anyone who has not done this is a fantastic event. I love it. I enjoy going back. Luckily, we get our own group rate. So if you were to go there on your own, it is $45 an hour. But luckily, with our group discount, we get 2 hours from 6 until 8 for $50. More times than not, we've been able to stay until they close at about 10. So if you're interested in something like this is by far the cheapest way to get in with. We do have pizza available at this event as well. As long as you make a donation to our bucket, we would ask for that. On to our next event. We will be doing our late night monthly social. As I talked about before, previously we've been doing this at Odd Story. This will be our third month doing it here, so I do want to ask while I'm here, do you guys want to continue it at this location, or would you like me to pick somewhere else? Who enjoyed this last month? Was it good? How was it turn out? Yeah. It's not bad. You guys want to do it all sorts? Yeah. You guys have any other ideas? Going down to 6 minutes. I'll boost you back up. I'll be there. You guys want to do it again? I pressed one button. So we'll go ahead and plan for Odd Story to this location. The date on that will be January 30th. We will be meeting at the same time. That is a Friday. We'll be meeting at 6:30 p.m. and that will be our social event for the month. I think January is actually I get those out of order. So the event schedule for the next upcoming month. We're sitting here at the monthly meeting. We will be having our late night social on the 30th. That will be 6 p.m. on the 30th of this month. On the February, we will be doing chips, cars, and coffee on the 8th. That will be 8 o'clock in the morning at B&B Discount. We will be having our monthly meeting again back in this location on the 10th of February. We continue our sim racing again until the 17th, so technically we will have a monthly meeting before that event, but that will be our next scheduled sim racing event. On to the budget. I did not get to go over budget over last Christmas, so this will be from November 1st until today. November 1st, we had a running total of $166. We did not pass around the donation bucket for November. I did that to my table. We did have our Christmas party for the cookies. We did have our sim racing pizza for both November as well as December. We did have donation bucket passed around for the sim racing donations. For a grand total currently sitting at a very nice number of $600. On to our grinders. So for anyone who's new to this club, these are some good things to take note of. If you want to join us for our driving events, we do require an FRS radio. These radios are pretty easily obtained. You can get them off Amazon, or if you go down to Walmart, just make sure you're getting the ones that are FRS. They're roughly about $15 a pop. You can get 2 for $30 more or less. But we do require those for our driving events. If you want to look cool like myself, you can go to Apparel Embroidery off of Heritage Park Drive to get some of our specific swag. They have 2 different logos on site, including our own logo if you would like that as well. You can get pretty much anything you already possibly want. That alone is $5. If you want to go there and get a baseball hat, you can get that done for $15. If you want a polo with your name on it, you can get that done for $30. Why did I do that for $30? I thought I looked at this with our dollars. The other piece of merchandise that we sell here at the club is our magnets. You can get a pair of 2 of them for $10. I do sell them here. I have them in that bag up there if you're interested in one after the meeting's over. You can see, depending on the car, they go on different locations, but that's where they would go if you have them on specific cars. Lastly, we do have our monthly update email, as I talked about previously. This is what it would look like if you signed up with us. If you wanted to sign up, you would go onto our website, citycitymeonics.com. There's a nice little link to go on down there at the bottom, and I'll get you signed up. We will be added on for tomorrow's email that goes out as well. So with that, I'll let everyone open up the floor for discussion. We do have a large year ahead of us. I do plan on redoing a handful of events. I would like to discuss with you more so next month, but I can't open up the schedules for this month. What kind of events would you like for me to rerun? What kind of events you would like for me to consider for brand new events? I do intend on us doing the Cornbread Festival this year. We did Strawberry Festival last year, so we'll go back to Cornbread this year. I do plan on us doing the Alcohol Espanol. I do expect us to do the Fall Festival, depending on when we get there. People are actually in the mood, might be at different locations. I want to make a trip to Savoy. I want to make a trip to Bar Festival. Do you guys have any other museums you'd like me to run to? I don't know if I want to go back to the one in Nashville, but we haven't been to it for a couple of years, so I'm not updating us again if you guys want to do that. This is your time if you wanted to talk about a certain location that you would like for me to consider. But, try you guys. Really? Oh, Duncan. Yeah, Duncan. Do they do too? Really? Oh. I didn't know that. I thought it was just purely. Don't even. No, you just have to ask. Gotcha. Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, sorry. Dunkin' Importers are one of the largest daily importers. Last week, we were importers for inventory. So it's imported cars. It's up in Nashville. It's literally just for you to go down and buy it. Yeah, or just go down. You can get a ride with the left.